The Tyler Fischer Show.
And my guest today, you know from the film Annie Hall and also from playing a neurotic Jew in about 45 other films, Woody Allen. Wow, that was really quite the intro. Thank you. I'm flattered. So you have a brand new book out. You know, I thought it was an interesting read, ebbs and flows. Structurally, I'm not really sure if it... You didn't read the book, did you? I did not read it. Okay, I'm going to try not to change the subject too much here, but you were accused of sexually molesting your adopted daughter. Is that a touchy subject for you? Yeah, that was a good one. So I found out you and Donald Trump actually have something in common. Of course, yep. We love, grabbing at women and taking advantage of them. This is very original. No, I was going to say you were both born in New York. Well, yeah. And let me just say, regardless of what people think of me, just remember who started the black rim glasses trend in New York. So, and another thing, you see these white hip guys, dating all these beautiful Asians. And, where do you think they got that from? Okay, that's a perfect segue. You actually married your adopted daughter. Now, would you say when it comes to you and sex, it's all relative? It's actually not a bad joke. But she wasn't my daughter. I was dating her mother. I wasn't married to her. Okay, so a lot of people have that wrong, but it's still pretty freaking weird. Now, I've heard of Asian fever. Would you say you have Asian bronchitis? Well, you've been married for 24 years. Does that get boring? Do you ever think of spicing it up? Maybe bringing in a third? Like an aunt or a cousin. Yes, real good. Now, if you ever tried Tinder, would you set the radius to inside your house? So, Woody, I just did the 23andMe. When do you get the results back from your 17andMe test? Yeah, the young girl thing, it's just a rumor. Well, in the movie Manhattan, Marielle Hemingway was your love interest, and she was only 16 years old. Yeah, but she wasn't supposed to be 16. It was a mistake. Really? Hand to God, yes. She was supposed to be 15, but, the film was delayed by a year. I'd rather be interviewed by Mia Farrow at this point. And you and her have a son together, who I don't think you married yet. The rumor is that he is actually Frank Sinatra's son. Let's take a look at the comparison. Well, I think he's mine. That kid being related to Frank Sinatra is just as clear as this relation. I hear you're following suit with the celebrities, and you actually put out your own master class, the online course. Yeah, well, I thought it's time to, pass on the secrets. All right, let's take a look. In this course, I'm gonna share my directing secrets. Things like casting a love interest. My formula is you take your age and then you cut it in half, and then you cut it in half again. So I'm 84, so 42, and then 21. It's perfect. Maybe a little old, but it's ballpark. You want to crank up your inner Jew. It's just everything's a problem. You want to whine and wheeze. Well, and make sure every scene has an existential crisis. And you're going to want to scatter your films with very obscure Freudian references. I'm Woody Allen, and this is my masterclass. Could I use the bathroom? Oh, great. You hurry up. We're sort of filming something here. Okay, sign up today. Woody Allen, thanks for coming by. Well, I usually like to, end on a funny note, but, there's no punchlines in life. We just die and that's it. So what's the point? All right. The universe is expanding and eventually it's just going to rip apart. Woody Allen. Why did I even come on this thing? A podcast. I don't even know what that is. It's the most boring form of entertainment. Why not just go back to AM radio?